Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday to you all. It's time for us to jump back into Constance and see how this goes. No. Oh, good. I was worried for a moment. My thing wasn't working. Let me just double check to be sure. I'm pretty sure I remembered to update the category, but I sometimes forget. So last on Saturday we got an ending to the game. I feel I talked about it at the end of the stream. I did feel like it was a thematically appropriate ending, if admittedly not one that is good. In the sense that it's the one that when players want the good ending, they want the one that's feels like you've won, you've been victorious. And it is normal for Metroidvanias to do this, so I'm kind of working under the assumption that it's very likely there are other endings. So what I'm going to do, if we, because there's a fair number of things that I haven't done yet. So I'm going to check and see. We even are missing a brush technique. I'm going to go and see what, try and do cleanup and explore some of the stuff that I didn't do. Side quests and things like that. There's find all of Quip's cousins. Need to do there's one last prize to get here. Because we're something to pull him up. Something to pull him up. Do I have a pull? Interesting. I'll think back on that. Where order falters. I've already done that. Okay. For right now, though, let's take a look at. Whoops. So I'm pretty certain that these areas that have that are not marked by by those striped lines are this one, that those still have stuff in them for me to find. So I'm going to try and kind of do a bunch of let's go around, let's do cleanup and stuff like that. Let's see what we can locate. Okay, there's another exit up. So let's go to that one. No. So, presume there's something over here that I might have missed. Because we're in, we're in there. Huh. What, oh, what could it be that I am missing? Let's go back in here. Just because it's going to be more annoying to come back up here than it is to search the bottom zone. And there's nothing up there. And, like, I can't... Like, the only thing I can think of is getting over to that box. Like, that looks like it could be a thing. But if it is... I would presumably need a double jump. That's literally the only thing I can think of. So for right now, I'm going to revisit this later. We do have another ability we need to get. And there's other stuff I can get. So we can go across here. And let's see. I'm going to go up and to the left, and then straight up from there. Oh, that's not going to be... Oh, I guess I can't. I mean, maybe there was a wall that I could have used. Does this... Okay, this still is where I'm trying to go. That's interesting. Because I'm blocked, I can't... That again feels like I'm supposed to have a double jump. Because how do I, like... I suppose it's possible. Oh, you know another thing I could have done? I don't think these are going to respawn. Could I drag this enemy over here? Or this one? Well. No, you seem to be... Well, okay. No, I don't think I can. So let's... Where am I going? Okay, so I want to go back up. Now I go up from here. Wait, do I? No. Sorry. I want to go left and then up. And then, oh, hello. Was that... Okay, so it was. There we go. Oh. That's just to get back up to this. All right. Thankfully, I don't lose health from that. Why'd I do that? I took a short hop when I absolutely should not have done so. I did it again. I can get rid of those. Okay, more paint. And that unlocks this. I don't think. Yeah. Not gonna be worthwhile to do that. Let's go down. And then let's go, kind of want to head room to the right. Which is not that way. And that, by saying it's to the right, is it saying or that dash line? That dash line, I think, means I've not used this exit yet. And that tracks, now that I look at it. And then I want to head up. Is there something over here to the right? I don't think there is. I think, yeah. It should have looked a little more conspicuous if there was. I'm sorry. Hang on. I think this wall over here is one I can't climb. That So that means one of two things. Thing one is that I get there via I get there from the other direction, and that's just inaccessible. Okay, I can't. I'm supposed to go through that backwards, so so that upward ceiling, so I'm supposed to get there some other way. The other possibility would be that I don't access it until I get a double jump, because that would be a pretty decent candidate for a double jump. And I got that. But I did not do this. Oh, because our... There we go. Huh, that looked like it was something I would be able to break. That I can break. Inspiration. Tax refund. Okay, so that's done. Still can't get that. That's all completed. And again, here's where it would be great if I could warp between checkpoints. Because where I want to go now is down here, and the closest rest point is that. Go down to the left. And let's see if we can figure out if there's something here that we can... Oh, that's it. Yep. Good. I like when it's nice and easy. All right. We go to the right twice. Oh. Huh. Alright, so how do I get over to that other side then? From the bottom. Ugh! Dang it. That's not gonna help me. What's this? Right, that was the shine stone things. So let's head down. And then left. Missed that. Yeah, because I need to take... It's a little slow. Let's go ahead and rest here. Oh, and we can get tax refund on, which also ups our defense as well. So there's more here. Oh. Here's our last technique. Oh. Why did I do that? All right. What is our final ability? That looks like a double jump. Yep. So that's completed. Let's go ahead and grab that. Health upgrade. And now I can go up here quickly. Although, yeah, no, I can still get back up, right? Yeah, I can just climb the wall. And that's done. And then let's go over here. Can I get... I cannot. I went the wrong way. This is the way I want to go. Whoops. Okay, so... there we go. How long does it take to get there? That takes a bit. That doesn't take very long. Yep, I just need to hit all three at the right time. Ooh, there's another inspiration up there. And I cannot... okay. So no... alrighty. Oh my god. That's pretty rough. Oh, I'm... kind of wish it was like a little bit... because you have this like very limited amount of time, and it feels like what's trying to do... whoops. Is... push you to like... hurry. There we go. But the obvious problem with hurrying is that you can't see where you're trying to go. Okay, what's... Is this just... Oh! Okay, that's what those are like drawings from... My initial thought would be drawings from Kickstarter backers. All right, another inspiration. Strawberries milkshake remix. Oh, huh. Oh God, I'm still not done. Although now I think about it, I feel like I'm gonna have to go. And again, I wish there was like an inspiration point so I could equip it and like find out. This feels like kind of the weakness of this game's map design is your kind of like central places, like your save points, stuff like that, feel so far away. I think what I'll do, because I'm already back at the elevator anyway, as I will worry about later. Let's... Right. That I had a theory. All right. And I need... Let's do milkshake. Is it at least going to tell me what... It's not going to tell me where they are. Okay, I think I heard this like bubbling sound, and I thought, oh, is that the milkshake challenge? Does it make that kind of noise? I was right about this. Still not done? Hmm. Okay. But it was just those little square blobby things. Oh. It is done? What? Do I have to leave the room in order for it to count? I'm positive that it didn't... show me is being done before. Okay, so what? I didn't think that would be a thing, but just need to be sure. Huh, don't see anything here. I don't see anything like through the thorny vines. Huh. Wait. Oh. Felt like it would be kind of dumb to do it that way, but I thought I saw like these little cracks in the wall. Huh. Yeah. Huh. Weird, weird, weird. I'm not seeing anything. Like there's absolutely nothing that jumps out. I don't think I can go back to the beginning, can I? Yeah, because this was blocked. I don't think I can go back to the beginning that way. I feel like there was, like, if I recall correctly, the very first thing I think I noticed is, like, there was a wall that looked exactly like this is a wall you would double jump on top of. And I don't think that was just like, oops, we kind of didn't think how a player would look at that and think about it. I think it was very intentional. I think we're going to have a way to go back to the beginning. So I'm gonna go all the way down. And then to the left, and then presumably this next room still has something for me. Okay. That is good to know. I don't get... Oh, cool. And it looks like there is something over there. Oh no, I guess it was just like an extra point to rest. Okay. No, that one finished out immediately. Paint. That done? No. Still not done. Wait. Did I check it too soon? Like, does it take a handful of seconds for it to update? Is that the problem? What a weird thing, if so. Oh. Can't go that way. Oh. All right, so I have to do this. This is interesting. Nice. Okay. And that was a very conspicuous sound, so it's going to be pretty obvious if I'm in the right room. And that also completes it. And that was the only thing in that room, which is therefore a good sign that if I'm like, well, if there was something where I was like, okay, I don't know, like I've done everything, done everything, and I can't think of what the, what I'm missing. The thing I'm missing could very well be a milkshake challenge. All right. Can I... Is there something? There was... Nice. It is Bertram, right? Yeah. Something to pull him up. Paint dive, paint stab, wall dive, paint stroke, clone, plunge, and somersault. I feel like it would be an item. Anything else? So there's that stuff over there. Okay, at least it put me down there. I'm okay with that. Right, I forgot that it kind of just deposits you. Love having a double jump. So let's save there. And then we had left. Yeah. And then left again. And then we can go up. I mean, we don't need to. We can head left, circle around this way. That's going to be annoying. The fact that that cat can show... Although, wait. I'm not supposed to be here. I want it to... I want to go to the left. But the fact that that cat can show up in a spot that I've already, cleared, means that I have to search the entire map. I did not think I would get that. That bit's annoying. And was that a milkshake thing too? Yep. Okay, we got inspiration. Do I at least get to... Hang on. I thought I heard something. That's rough. Okay. Whew. And now that's done. Okay. So I can go back up here, or go around. Nice. Oh, and I can refill my health. Okay, now there's something in here. Ah. And then going up. Okay. So something up here. Doesn't look like... Doesn't look like it's over there. Can't be over here, right? This little... Nope. Can't be there. Possibly... Did I? Is that enough to... No. It is not enough to... There's a cracked wall over there. That... Oh. And that... Whoops. Okay. And I need to go over to the right. And how... I get there from over here. Ugh. Oh, I got that stuff too. Dang it. Oh, but I never got those. All right, got you. Dang it. How would I get... Hmm. Got you. So I'll wait for it to come back. Now, how do I get... So like the fact that it's there means I should be able to get it. Whoops. Got you. Okay, so I got all the things, so I don't have to worry about them anymore. If I can get... I see it. Is that still not it? I feel like the other thing I'd be looking for if it wasn't those would be a secret wall. But the closest I see to a secret wall is this right up here. But I can't exit from there. And this is the closest, like, it's not breaking. Like, that looks so conspicuous. It would make sense if it were, like, a thing. But that's all I can think of. And there's no... I mean, if there were a milkshake thing, I'd see it. I would hear it. The only other thing that can really comes to mind is the idea of, like, a... like something up here. And clearly there's not. And I'm pretty sure... because the other thing I would think of is... I'm probably going to regret this. Assuming these enemies respawn. They don't. I'm pretty sure I've multiple times gotten these little battery enemies to, like, close enough to that to like blow up near it. So I don't think that's the solution. Needs something. To pull up. Okay, we'll just put a pin in that one. Guess we head back down. Hold on. What's Astral Academy is almost completely done. There are a few things. That would be the central area. I guess we'll have to just go through there. Nothing at the bottom, so it's up. So it's up, left, left. Oh, wasn't there? Wasn't this already marked off? Not what I want to do. Move. Dang it. Left, and then left again. There we go. There is still something in here. I didn't mean to do that. Huh. Nope. There's still something in here? And it's not a milkshake thing, because I don't think it is anyway. don't see any, like, cracked. Like, I was talking earlier about how things feel so conspicuous that you're not going to get hit by, like, that, at least you shouldn't get hit by, like, oh, there's like some secret you could not have noticed. So the fact that there's something in here that I cannot see is actually a little annoying. Dang it. Huh. Okay, well, I haven't gotten anything, so I'm going to do that. I forgot to... Oh, wait. But I'm at next to the... Next to that. Probably should have been doing this from the beginning. I was worried that it might not save my progress. So... Up, right, up, left, up, left. Dang it. There we go. Then up left again. So there's something here. Over there. Oh. Remove. And there's something in here. Alright. Why is that suddenly now, like, I don't understand that. Okay, there's another one over there, it looks like. Let's just head down to the bottom. Oh. Okay, that still works. Right? Yeah. Head right. Then up. And to the right. There's something in here. Almost. I can't. Right. That. I shouldn't be using double jump, and the fact that I have double jump is getting me in trouble. Dang it. And I think, a milkshake, too. I guess we'll open that up. Anything else before? I guess that's it. Ugh. Okay. And that's that. All right. Then I can head up to the red zone, and there's some unexplored stuff there. So we head left. And... Okay. I hear another milkshake. Alright. Should not have done that. Oh, okay. Dang it. Wait, no, I should be getting my dash back from these. Alright, I'll take that. Why? All right. And that's done. So I want to go, I mean, either left is going to be fine. I want to go left from here. So this should work. But I want to... Okay, I need to go the other way for that. Whoops. All right. So what's the thing here? That. There's something. Yep. That's done. Let's go ahead and get rid of the picture. Should be something. Ooh. Oh, huh. I mean, I guess if the game wants to just hand that to me, that's fine. I'm sorry, what? How does it want me... to get over there? Because that's like thinking about, okay, what do I have? I've got paint dive, which is my dash, stab. I got this, but there's no, I mean, I'm not missing yeah, I'm not missing one of those. I'm missing a paint stroke is what it's called. I assume I can't. Oh, I can. Okay. For some reason, I just assumed I couldn't. Bounce off of the thorns. Dang it. I got so used to the dash. Dang it. Just trying to do the paint stab and then dash. I mean, there I think I can... Not there. But here... Okay, let's get the inspiration first. Ripple effect. Ground with the plunge. Ah. Well, okay, that clearly is not. Dang it. Okay, dang it. That one's going to be a bit awkward. I messed that up again. Let's rest here for a moment. mess that up. Okay. All right. Still got to go through this way. Whoops. Forgot there was that. Nothing there. Okay. How about here? Aha! And that's that. Well, unfortunately now I got it. Okay, it shouldn't be too bad to go through. If I press the right buttons. Okay. Head over to the other side. And now what's the secret over here that I'm missing? Okay, again, there's a secret here, but for the life of me, I can't seem to, like, find anything. No. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is a good hiding spot. Well, that's no fun. Back to work, I guess. See you there. Okie doke. So that's that. So there's something there. We don't know what. Is that all the red? That seems to be all the red. Except for that, I haven't unlocked the something over there. And then there's the town. So I think though, should be able to go back here. Janky Junction. Everyone in my cousins made it back safe and sound. Shop's lively again. Shelves are stocked. Work is flowing. And, well, so I'm happy to have the family back together. So I've been so caught up in the shop that I didn't notice how much everyone is carrying on their own. Now I have another chance to connect and talk more often. Thank you, friend. I'll never be able to repay you. No, really, we don't accept refunds. Sorry, shopkeeper humor. Please feel free to browse. We have amazing new treasures at great prices. No idea how to value the weirder ones. Okay. New inspiration. Extra beat. Breaking recovery hours with PK generate 1 extra heart. Huh. Okay. Ooh, another health vial. That's going to be handy. I'm sorry, what? Okay. Diary. Bubble trouble. That's what it is. So I need to get over to there. Which means... Where is it? Down there. So that's... Down, left, left, down, left, left. So down, left, left. Okay. So can't dash, which is annoying. Presumably can't take damage. Okay, gotta work on keeping my finger off the dash button. Probably have something to say later, but I am really concentrated on this right now. No. Nope, I need to go back and to the right. Dang it. I should have used the inspiration. Let's save and exit. Take the elevator, the janky junction. I again make sure I use the inspiration point so that if that happens again, I can just save, quit, and then pop back here. At least it's not like you have no access to your skills whatsoever. You just can't double jump or dash. I can live with that. I can live with it. I don't like it, though. Again, trying to be careful. I think these kinds of quests, and when I think of these kinds of quests, I think in particular of Hollow Knight's Pale Flower, but I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't the first one. But I end up finding these quests more annoying than anything else. That goes for the Pale Flower itself. That goes for but the deliveries in Silk Song, that goes for, dang it, trying to think of other examples of these kinds of quests in Metroidvanias. But the kind of stuff where you have to navigate from point A to point B, you are not allowed to... I'm really hoping it doesn't pop here. I am worried it will, though. Oh, good. Came back. So this is that bubble for me. You actually came back for me. No one has ever come back for Bertram. Thank you. Should I just, I think it's working. Here we go. And a reason I think they're annoying is that, generally at a point where you have kind of developed all of these ways to get around the map quickly, it then like basically is kneecapping you and saying, now you gotta go super slowly and super carefully. And what? That was weird. I think one aspect is that there's a kind of like problem with like check that quest. Okay, so where? Do I go next? Because they often take a fair while. That one is actually not as bad. Since it was a fairly short trek. But thinking about the Pale Flower, where you're going basically from one end of the map to another, it really starts to grate when you're like, okay, I've got it, I'm so close, and then like one wrong step means, oh, time to start over. Okay. Let's save an exit so we can go back to... I think I'll go back to Janky Junction and see if Bertram's there. Because there's that shop on the left. Well, shop stand on the left that feels like it should be a thing. And there we go. Say, Bertram, look, I found this amazing noodle shop. I love it. Thank you so much. Now I can eat until I burst. Is that funny? Until I burst? Maybe until I pop would have been better. Nice. I can get this back. Bring a paint stroke. Somersault. No. Aerial paint dive. Meh. I feel like copycat's probably the most useful. Okay. So I think we're back to the carnival area now. Okay, so there's something in here. So let's try going all the way to the right. This is going to take me to a new area, so I don't know why I did that. Uh-huh. So that's my max health. I probably am... When I hit those points where it's like, oh, why is it not... Why did it not update? I think it was that I did it just a little too soon. Oh, there's another. I presume. Where have I found the cat so far? Oh, right. The diary will at least tell me. For Foundry, Vanishing Vaults, Chaotic Carnival. Is it gonna be... I don't think it's gonna be... Well, let's... Hold on. I feel like it's only gonna be in one or two more places. Alright, we're gonna try and get... Let's do 10 at a time. That's a no. No. There we go. There's an eraser. Last the straight ends, and I can leave this hall of tricks behind. I have no words. 1,000 times, thank you. Hope they're useful. But that's not everything. Well, I mean, it's presumably everything related to that quest. Yep. But not everything for this room. Oh. Is that it? That's it. All right. Okay. Touching the black clouds is itself basically like hitting spikes. This should take me up. Yep. So let's explore to the right. See if there's anything that we missed this way. Oh, you know what's probably here? Milkshake. Right. I need to... I hit the wrong button. Dang it. Yep. Okay. The nice thing is, it starts me back here. Yeah, that one's not too bad. Is that it? That's it for there. So there's probably a milkshake over there. Hold on. Let's look at the map. So Carnival's all done. Painterly Pink is 100%. Interesting, but Vanishing Vaults isn't. Save and exit. Alright, I can now start improving Sure. Let's go ahead and do this. I don't use that. Go and get that. We'll do that. I was about to say I only need 30 more, but there's, I believe, one more inspiration. All right. So I need to, yep, there's a milkshake up there. Not what I want to do. Let's go to, not what I meant to do. Let's go to Astral Academy. I feel like somewhere there's going to be the cat again. And actually, now that I think about it, I think I even know where it would be. Yeah, let's go left. And then I want to go to the top left. Nope, it's right here. Yeah! I was right. Oh, you know what I can do? Save and exit. Oh, and this would be... You return. Rejoice, for Lupin has returned before us. He sits proudly by my side and... Wait. Why does not flee from you? Remarkable. Then it was you who found him. When a truly magnificent could earn his trust. And now our show shall roar once more. The mighty panther is again by my side. Thank you, bold traveler. Dark Revival. Huh. Okay, and how much I need? Oh, can upgrade that too. Let's see. Why is that not? Oh, maybe I need to clear out the inventory. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's go get the milkshake. let's see. That's not it. Floral Foundry is what I was looking for. So I want to go... Let's see, best way to get there is to the right. And then up. Ooh, I think I can do this. Then left, and then top of here. Oh, that's... I can pogo off these, can't I? Yep. That's what I was supposed to be doing. Got all the milkshakes. All right. Do I just have a milkshake following me for the rest of the game? I would think that the diary is like done because these are all side quests. Yep, okay. That's funny. I do actually want to, I think, keep it there because it syncs with my warrior pose. I mean, I can fit more stuff. Do I have any more two? No. Actually, I have nothing more that is two, right? Yep. But not what to do. Map. Not again. Zoom. So that's done. So Astral Academy has that one room that I'm like still unclear on what to do, and Vanishing Vaults has... Did that also have a room that I... This room... Is there anything else? That's the only one. So those two rooms that I didn't know what to do with. Let's do Astral Academy and try it again. What could I have been missing? This, no, further up. Oh, trying to get Glimmer because I need what? 280 plus 120, so 400-ish. What? Oh, what? Whoops. I mean, I'm positive I can hear like a glow coming from over here. The only other thing I can think of is that there would be something up there. Like the ceiling here would be breakable, and that I would get to the thing I'm looking for from this direction instead. Or alternatively, from the left-hand side. Although, at least from the bottom, that didn't pan out. From the left, it doesn't really pan out from the left either. how far down would you need to go? It would be about, I think it would be further up than here even. And again, I feel like it would stand out well enough. Like, I shouldn't be needing to hit random walls. You know, one last thing. Let's get sucked into each of these portals. Oh, that's interesting. Dang it. Aha. Let's save and exit again. And then we go to Vanishing Vaults. And unfortunately, this one was kind of... Well, actually, it's not that far out of the way. I think it felt further because we took a kind of roundabout way to get there. Go here, and then this. Ooh. Yeah, that should have... If that thing is supposed to break, like, it should have done so. Alright, this is going to be a better place to start. So let's confirm what I feel like we already know, but... I mean, how would I... I didn't mean to do that. Can I... Huh. That might be it. Okay, I think I'm going to do that. I need to get these guys out of the way. You know what, let's get them all out. Including the including this guy. This isn't gonna work. Let's see what we can do here. Right. Right. Aha. Huh. What is here? Secret wall. And another one with more. That's what. And there's the last eraser. Okay. So let's look at the map. Vanishing vaults 100%. Parallel peak 100. 90, right, because I need to, I think because I need to just farm for Glimmer. And I think I only need about 200 more. At most 300. So it's actually not that bad. Question is, what would be the best place? Let's go ahead and rest here. Let's get accounts. Yep. Oh, I don't even need that much. I need... These are 100 each. So I need 120 total, which means 106. Let's go to Floral Foundry. I think that's going to be the best place for farming. Although I don't think it'll be that way. So we'll try just kind of like running through the area. Thing over here. That's probably going to be empty. All right, we're getting closer. I was about to say, like, oh, there's a secret. There should be a secret. If there was a secret, there should be a empty space on the map. Oh, we're so close. This big guy here will give me it. And, all right. Buy every item in the shop. Looks like you bought our whole inventory. If you can find another custom mine, they might return with shiny new treasures. Which there shouldn't be any more. Let's save. I don't think I want... I mean, I guess I could do that. Oh, that's actually not too bad a paint cost. I thought it'd be more. So let's see what happens. You got everybody. And that would feel kind of like a potential marker of being done. I am surprised. I got an achievement for going to every room in the game. Let's see if anything changes. No, doesn't seem like it. Yep. No change to the ending at all. I'll just look at something. Okay, so there was no... I had been under the impression... Well, no, I had been under the impression because I tried looking up... are there any other endings to this game? And there are videos that are like, say like all endings, which, plural, more than one. As far as I can tell, there's only the one. And so what I was just doing right now was looking at the Steam achievements. I don't have all of them. There are two related to... hold on. There are two speedrunning ones. So one is beating the game in under 3 hours. One is doing 100% in under 8. There is one for getting all the other achievements. There's one for collecting 9,999 glimmer, like total throughout the whole game, not at once. There is one for talking with Vincent at the noodle bar. I'm trying to remember. Is Vincent supposed to be Constance's brother? I'm trying to remember what. If we're named Vincent, I feel like I've seen it, but although it could be a different character, because since there are a lot of characters named after, renowned artists, it could actually be like somebody who's supposed to be modeled after Vincent van Gogh. But then there's one hidden achievement, and the hidden achievement is listening to all of Bertram's jokes, which is surely not an ending. Real quick, load back in, because he's supposed to be at the noodle bar. So the fact that there's nobody here, like, there's probably some way to unlock to get Vincent to show up. I would think, we got time. One thing that I could because there's 1, 2, 3 dark areas. Yeah, 3 dark areas, and that corresponds. I'm just going to do a weird thing real quick. What would happen if I went back to one of these dark areas? The answer is I can't. I've completed it. Can I go back? Because the carnival, I think, was the last one I did. That's where I fought the actual final boss. Can I fight that boss again? Just do a little more poking around. It's not gonna hurt us. Is this... Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Oi, oi.
They don't have any additional dialogue. Yep, okay. So if I can't go back into those areas, they're blocked off, the boss is gone. And normally because sometimes it's related to like going to beat the boss again, but you would have access to the boss. I suppose I could. Where's the other one? Yeah, down there. Wait, no. Why'd I do that? Was it here? No, I think it was actually the... Let me go ahead and just check, just in case. It'd be really dumb if I did this whole like, oh, I'm gonna like check all these things. And I checked 2 out of 3 places, and it turns out like, nope, I didn't check it properly. because it'll be another. It's just going to take another couple minutes of my time. Wrong way. Dang it. Need to go right up here. And then bottom left. But yep, that's blocked. So there's our confirmation. So again, if it had been a thing where like, oh, you need to do a specific thing while you're fighting the final boss, you would give the player the opportunity to fight the final boss again. So what they're doing is that where's the train? Train's here. This is where the kind of like point of no return is. But of course it's the end of the game. And so like the point where you return the player, if they had meant to have a different ending, a good ending as opposed to the bad one, they would have either it would be something that we can do after finding the boss, or it's something that or they would have made it so that you can fight the boss again to like do the right thing. We have done 100%. If there were more, we would surely have some kind of like inkling of what to do at this point. Because like, you're thinking your other Metroidvanias, your Hollow Knights, your Blasphemous, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They do a pretty good job. They at least give you a sense of like, there's more to do. And if you're missing stuff, if you don't have 100% and you still haven't gotten the, true endings, then, admittedly the Blasphemous can be kind of obtuse. But you would at least be like, oh, well, I'm still missing things. Not to mention that there'd be like, I mean, the Blasphemous is I think a good example of like, oh, spoilers for Blasphemous. You get to the end, you climb this mountain, and like if you've done things wrong, you just like disappear into the mountain, and it's like, well, that's anticlimactic because of course you failed. And so whereas the original good ending had you get to the top of the mountain so that you could sit on the throne, and then there was the like proper good ending, which since it came out as part of a DLC, you usually would be familiar with it by the time you complete, you do all this stuff to try and get that ending, and then you realize like, oops, I got the good ending, but I don't get like, there's supposed to be another ending. I need to do something else. Again, that bit can be admittedly obtuse. But again, the point is, if you're missing something, if your percentage is not 100%, then you still have exploration to do. You've missed something. You can go something else. The fact that you got 100% and there's nothing else that I have any suggestion of like, oh, there's this thing I could do to like get a different ending, I'm going to take that as a sign that there is not an alternative ending, which, based on what I said before, I think is ultimately fine. It's because the theme, or a significant theme of the game, is about like the pressures of the world around you and burnout as you're dealing with like the stresses of life and juggling, family and working and trying to like, the fact that can drain you, and leave you feeling bereft of things like creativity, which means you cannot, if you're a creative person, you don't then have the outlet that you really need, which then kind of weighs on you even more, and it becomes this kind of like vicious cycle. And the ending is ultimately, look, we need help. I mean, we need lots of things, but on an individual level, you need help, and being able to say that and ask for it is like important. It is in and of itself a triumph, even if it does not feel good in the moment. And so I think on that level, it is, so to speak, a good ending, even if what I think a lot of players would probably want is, oh, I want the ending where Constance like, comes out and she like is painting all this cool stuff, and she has this like, fixes her relationship with her brother, and work suddenly becomes less stressful, and all these great things, which I think, to be fair, would be perhaps counter to the game, because what has really happened? All that's happened is that things are better, but not that something's been done. I think the value of these are real things that happen, therefore they need real solutions, and the real solution is you need to learn to ask for help, is in and of itself a like valuable way to write it, even if it is kind of melancholy. So I appreciate that. I think, I don't know. I think this is more of the tropes of things. I've actually talked about this in some ways before. I've actually written about it in my blog more on a mechanical level. The ways in which the way you expect a game to be, and let me switch this over to just chatting. I think I'm going to be going for longer than I anticipated. I'm sorry, I'm going to also quit out of this game while I'm at it, so I don't have two sets of music blaring in my headphone at the same time. The mechanics, so that a genre ends up having these kind of like methods of gameplay, these tropes of gameplay that you learn about, and by learning about those tropes, you start to generate these expectations about what will happen. As a mechanical example, me looking at so many things saying like, I probably need a double jump for that. I'm probably going to get a double jump later on. I was surprised I actually just completely missed it. And didn't get it until I did all of my re-exploration. But looking at all these things, like, I'm probably going to need a double jump to get this, and that is because I play a lot of Metroidvanias, and a common method of exploration, because Metroidvanias are built on this idea of you explore, and part of the exploration is that you see something that you cannot access yet until you get an ability that then lets you come back and explore it. And a common thing, because they're also platformers, is double jump. It's so natural of like, oh, look, you have like a platform that is just like too high, but if you could jump twice, you could get up to it. It is so common. I think it would be more surprising at this point if a Metroidvania did not have a double jump. By that same token, Metroidvanias not universally, but to a significant degree, especially more modern Metroidvanias, have essentially alternate endings. You go through the game the normal way, you beat the final boss, and usually it's like, oh, things aren't that great. And the game usually tells you things aren't that great. I will note this is not exclusive to Metroidvanias. It's just Metroidvanias tend to do this a lot. But it's like, things are not that great. And so you are left with this feeling of like, there's probably more that I should be doing before I go and fight the boss. So you boot up the game again and you explore and you find, something. Maybe the game gives you an ability that you kind of magically have, or maybe the game picks up after you've beaten the boss, or whatever it may be, but you go and do something that then essentially gives you access to a powered up version of the final boss or a new final boss, whatever it may be. That is how you get what we would refer to as good ending. And so that becomes a kind of trope of the genre, because it is done so frequently. So once you hit a game like this, where I reach an ending, it in a way does still feel not good. And so I think and probably a fair number of players would come away with the feeling of, oh, there must be a good ending. I just need to explore more. I just need to boot the game up and do more, which of course all that results in is you get more stuff. But unless you did 100% earlier, like and there's some people, and I probably would have been the same way, of like, oh, I'm just going to explore everything first, and then once I know that there's nothing left, then I'll go. I do know some gamers like that. But if you're like that, you'd probably see like, oh, I've got 100% and the final boss, then I guess that's it. But if you're not, you're like, oh, I must be missing something that gets me access to a new area, to a new version of the boss, whatever it may be. And so the knowledge of that trope in turn impacts the way you play the game and think about the game. So I think I wouldn't be surprised. This is of course my takeaway. This is what happened to me. I feel like there would be other people who probably would be in the same boat of, that must have been the bad ending. There must be a good ending. Oh, there's not a good ending. And then, kind of with a little bit of disappointment from that. Again, at the end of the day, I do think that the ending is actually thematically appropriate. I'm glad that they did. I'm glad in a sense that they didn't have a different ending. But it does not mean that I don't still come away with that disappointment of, well, why did because I think that what the problem is that I feel like I've wasted a bit of my time. I didn't really want to do 100%. The platforming challenges were the milkshake things were okay. I've already talked about how the platforming is a bit iffy for me. So doing more of it was not kind of what I was looking for. And then, there's not really any combat challenges left. Not that the combat challenges were the super tough and engaging. But I think going around and, in the exploration of backtracking to various areas, started to get on my nerves a little bit. So the things that I was not responding to very well are the things that going for 100% set meant I had to do that a lot. And I think if I knew, again, because I've said on Saturday after we beat the game, I'm going to try and see if there's another ending. and I did, and all the information I got seemed to suggest there's another ending. And I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of time stuff. Maybe if you beat, because this is something that happened in like a handful of games. Castlevania 2 is like, if you beat the game in under a certain number of hours, in this case 3 hours, you get, or I say in this case 3 as in like there's a speedrun achievement. There's an achievement for being the game in under 3 hours. There's also one for being in the game under 6 hours, which I got. But like, maybe if you beat the game in under 3, maybe you do get a good ending. I think that would be a probably poor way to do it, if that's true. If it is, I'm not gonna bother with it. But so I went into this with the idea, like tonight, with the idea like, oh, there is another ending. I'm going to try and get another ending. And then there wasn't one. And if I had known that ahead of time, I would have just not done it. We would have played a different game tonight. And so that's the feeling of like, okay, I do feel just a tiny bit like my time has been wasted. And admittedly, part of that is my fault because I made an assumption that was incorrect. Like nothing said explicitly, there's another ending. But by the same token, nothing said there isn't. And so like, what information am I supposed to go on? And so I think that's the problem of like, if you want that to be where players end, you kind of want to be aware of what are players going to do, once they end. 'Cause in a way you kind of want your players to do 100% before tackling the final boss, so that they come away with like, okay, I've done everything. Here's this ending. It felt, it was melancholy, but it felt thematically appropriate. I can like be done. And, but probably not the way most people play in the first place. Like, most people don't go for 100%. Vast majority of people don't go for 100%. I mean, admittedly, vast majority of people don't finish a game. And then on top of that, even if they do go for 100%, they're probably going to do it like, they're probably going to do like their sort of natural stuff. They'll probably explore some bits, and then they'll be like, okay, I'm stuck, or I don't want to explore anymore. I'm going to go and progress, and they'll hit the final boss, and it's like, okay, now it's time to do like a post-game cleanup. And it's that post-game cleanup session where like either explicitly going for 100% or they're more likely to think, they're at least is at that point that they're most likely to think, here's where we're going to get our alternative ending. So, that said, I will do, to recap again, my kind of feelings. The game is like very pretty. I like the art. I like the music. I think the story's well done. I like the vignettes that help tell the story of that kind of, burnout and the overbearing, the stresses of the world and personal stresses and things like that. That is still enough to make me come away with this game with a good feeling. Like, I still liked the game overall, despite all the gripes I have with it. And I do feel that to be worthwhile. So I am glad that I bought it. I am glad that I played it. And being glad with that, it is time for me to end for the night. On Saturday, we are going to start up the Seance of Blake Manor, and by startup, that is a misnomer, because I played Sands of Lake Manor before. I beat it not too long ago, and for while I was playing it, I had these evolving feelings, and I wanted to stream it, to take an opportunity to talk through those feelings, and do a kind of analysis of the game. It is interesting in a variety of ways. I also find it kind of annoying in various ways, and I also find it in some ways not terribly engaging. And so I wanted to kind of try and unpack that by playing it again. So we will start that up on Saturday. It will be a kind of speed runny esque playthrough. It'll be me more like showing off the game so that I can then talk about it, rather than like I'm trying to solve the game, or even like when I would occasionally do like a tutorial analysis where I would like try and get into the head of somebody who was new to the game, who was fresh to the game, and had no idea what to expect, so that I could like talk about design. I may try and do a bit of that, but it is going to be more about like, I want to kind of share as best I can my evolving experience with that game. So until then, anybody who is here, even if you're lurking, thank you so much. You are always appreciated. I hope people have a good rest of their week. If you celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, and I hope to see people on Saturday. So long, everybody.